let's be real, every single day you put in the work, you do whatever it takes to grow your company, all you think about is your business. Yet, no matter what you do, you can't seem to hit $50,000 a month in your business, because what you don't understand is there's two blocks holding you back. And what got you to $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month in your business is not what's going to take you to $50,000 a month. There's two blocks that hold you back from $50K a month, and one is internal, and it's a shift you need to make. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, if you don't fix this first, you'll stay stuck at the same level. And the second one is external. What actions can you take today in order to make some money? What actions can you take to finally grow your business and hit record months? And nothing that I'm talking about here today is theory. This is exactly what's worked for 350 agency owners just like you that I've personally worked with that are my clients. I've seen these patterns happen over and over and over again. And so if you watch this video all the way through, you'll understand exactly what actions you need to take in order to make way more money and finally grow your business. And again, these are business owners making $250K a month, $200K a month, $100K a month. Like, these guys are absolutely crushing it because they overcame exactly what you're about to overcome. So the first thing you need to understand is you have an internal constraint. You are either operating in scarcity, which is old programming, which, let me break this down. I want to get into a little bit of a mindset stuff before I get into the tactical stuff, because what I realize is no matter how hard you work, if you're self-sabotaging, if you're getting in your own way, then nothing will click. Nothing will just like connect, and nothing will take off in your life because you won't allow it. And so, here's two things I see happen over and over again. Things get good. You start paying off the credit cards. You don't stress about rent for the first time. Things are just getting a little bit good in life, and you just take the gas pedal off. You like slow down. You're just like, all right, dude, I'm chilling. And basically what this ends up happening is you go into this emotional roller coaster where it goes up and down, up and down. And the second one is not thinking you deserve a better life and more abundance. This specifically happens if you grew up poor, or if you grew up lower middle class and you didn't really grow up around wealth and money. And $50K a month is like big for any of your family members or relatives or friends or whatever. And basically your brain is conditioned to think a little bit smaller, and you hit this invisible ceiling and you don't even know it yet. And so basically what happens is when things get really, really bad in your life, you find a way to solve them, right? Why is it that you aren't homeless right now? Why is it that when you're watching this video on either your iPhone or your computer or whatever, and you actually have these things, right? Why? Because when things get really, really bad, you find a way out of them just to get a little bit good enough, and then you hit this invisible ceiling. And then the second constraint is you take the gas pedal off and you slow down, which then gets you into this, again, you go back down to cards being maxed out, stressed out again, reactive, and you tell yourself like, oh man, I operate amazing when my back's against the wall. That is not how you want to operate. When your back is against the wall and you're basically in scarcity mode 24/7. You can't think farther than like a week out. How are you going to build something big if you can't see a month out, 2 months out, 3 months out, a year out? And so what happens is, again, things are messy and you're tired of it, and then you do whatever actions necessary in order to get yourself up here. And then you hit this invisible ceiling. And most of you are at 10, 20, 30K a month and wondering, why can't we get to 50K a month? Why can't we scale the business? It's because you're hitting this invisible ceiling and don't understand the actions that you need to take in order to actually grow your business. And so again, this is the trap. Most people, they spend their whole lives here. All of their lives. And this number is different for everyone. It could be a 10K cap ceiling. It could be 5K ceiling for people that work a 9 to 5. They think that that's all they're able to do. A 10K ceiling, 20K ceiling. Some people hit 100K ceilings. But what you need to understand is most people under 50K a month hit this ceiling and they don't even know it yet. They keep trying to break through and break through and break through no matter what. And it just won't allow them, and they come crashing back down. And so what you need to understand is the one thing that's going to break through the ceiling, break through the glass, so you just destroy it and actually scale up the business, is taking the right type of action. And we're going to break that down right here. So let's talk about the external constraint. Not knowing what needs to be done, when to do it, or how to do it. Again, I don't want to skip too fast from the mindset side of things, because unless you understand that what's actually happening and dial things in, then nothing's going to solve itself. And so the actions I'm about to give you are what you need to do when things are bad or good. Most people, again, they slow down when things get good, and then you wonder why you can't ever gain momentum. Take these actions when things are good and take these actions when things are bad, and you will see how to actually scale and see like a way out of your situation. So acquisition. This is a big problem most business owners have. Under 50K a month, you have an acquisition problem. Almost always. Most CEOs under 50K, CEOs, freelancers, smaller business owners under 50K a month they're not spending 90% of their time on marketing and sales, which then is a massive constraint. You need to be bringing money in. Operations over acquisition is a massive constraint. You right now at this level think you need to be spending all your time on building systems, dialing in fulfillment, and dialing in operations. When in all reality, you barely have any clients handing you their credit card. You keep telling yourself two things. One, my systems are going to break. They need to be super dialed in, or like clients are going to complain. Who's going to complain? You're like 6 clients. And then the second constraint is, oh man, this is a limiting belief. Oh man, once I get all these crazy systems dialed in, the floodgates will open. We'll get a ton of clients. We'll finally hit record months. No, because you're not spending your time on acquisition. And so now that you remove the limiting belief, like, hey, dude, when things get good, I need to go harder. Now that you understand that, you need to understand the biggest trap people fall into. They're not spending 90% of their day on acquisition. And what is acquisition? It's calling up old leads. You need to be way more aggressive. Pick up your phone and start dialing. Remember that from Wolf of Wall Street? No, for real though. Pick up your phone and start dialing. Go have Manus or Claude go scrape your Calendly or your backend CRM. Get you a list of every lead you've talked to this year alone, and call them up and make them a special offer. Call them up and see how they're doing. And so the truth is, there's money just sitting there, and you're not grabbing it because you think you're like, it's just all going to click when operations get dialed in. Following up with old leads. You need to be way more aggressive. You need to follow up with value, actual value, right? Real valuable things, tactical things that they could do, whether it's like YouTube videos, personalized videos, see where they're at, like whatever it is. You need to be making content. Content is really high leverage. It's one in many, right? And so like this video right here will be seen by hundreds of people, and it's going to plant a seed in hundreds of people's minds that like, oh, this Boris guy has scaled up his own company to multiple 6 figures a month and can probably help me scale to 50K, 100K a month as well, right? And so content is extremely high leverage. You need to go and show people and talk about what you need to get people into the pit. Basically, most people don't make content that actually hurts, and this is what's going to get them to buy. Basically, a lead is right here, right? This is a little stick figure right here, and the money's right here. When they realize that you actually have a solution, right, to get them out of the pit. And the pit is making content that speaks directly to their exact pain. And it shows them, like, if they sit in that pain long enough, what the actual outcome is going to be, what the problem's going to be, what their life's going to look like. And you show them what their life's going to look like when they get out of the pit, when they actually pay you and work with you, right? You need to actually make content that converts. And one of the things you could do is you could take your sales calls and basically take the Fathom recordings and feed it into Claude or Manus and scrape what are the biggest constraints, limiting beliefs, and objections you're getting, and basically make content like this to pre-handle those objections. That way the sales process is significantly easier. Selling the offer. You need to be selling your offer way more. Majority of people don't know what you do, who you are, what you could do for them. You need to spend way more time doing this and making special offers to warm leads. Again, this goes and ties with the calling up old leads. You need to be making way more special offers to people. Basically, special offers are discounts, promos. What can you do to get them back on? If you butchered the sale initially and didn't get someone to sign up, get them back on and make them feel like they got a special deal. Everyone wants to feel like they won. Right? And so you can either give them an ad credit, more content, more whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just the whole goal is to just get back on their radar. Making new ads. If you're not making ads yet, this is one of the highest levers. If you're not spending any money on marketing, This is one of the highest leverage things you could do, and most people, when they do this, one, their ads suck, two, their funnel's too complex, and three, they don't understand what it's like to actually take over the market, a local market. So again, let's talk about some tactical things you could do right now. One, go and make everyone a special offer. Like literally, if you want to go make some money right now, and you're like watching this, and you're under like 10, 20, 30K a month, go literally create a list of everyone you've talked to that you've made an offer to. Every no-show, every reschedule, and everyone you offered to. Get them into one list and go and call them all up. Shoot them all a text and call them all up and make them a special offer. Literally, you'll go close a couple sales. That's free. Go ahead. That's on the house. Go do that. And then take a portion of that money and put it into top of funnel ads. So let's talk about running local Instagram ads to get attention to your offer. So here's the thing. These red ones are pain point ads. Pain point ads absolutely print. Basically, when I was talking about getting people into the pit and talking about their pain point ads are calling out your ideal avatar and talking about the pain of where they're at and what it looks like to solve their exact constraints. One of the third ads you need, the third or fourth ad you want to implement is a social proof ad. Basically, a lot of our clients are doing 30, 40, 50, 100K a month, but the easiest way to get to 50K a month is you need 3-4 ads, that's it. And you want 75% pain point ads and 1 social proof ad. And then you want to stack up social proof ads and retarget the top of funnel audience. But basically what social proof ads do is when people come in from the original ads that are pain point oriented ads, you got their attention, you called them out, they're like, damn, this guy understands my pain just as good as I do. Then what they start seeing is social proof. Oh shoot, like he's not just like calling me out, like he also helped these people do this. And basically when they see that, it's just game over. And so guys, if you don't know who Luke is, Luke's one of my top clients right now. He did 250K a month last month. And this is why local ads are so important, because you can literally go from 5K a month to 84K a month in 6 months. And then you ride that momentum. And then he did 250K last month. You need attention on your business if you actually want to grow. Luke's gone to every single one of our client events, and he's a good friend of mine. We actually FaceTime and connect all the time. And so it's pretty cool seeing what happens when you understand how to get attention. And local ads, one thing I want to touch on about local ads are very, very logical. There's zero emotion tied to local ads. You as a human will add the emotion to local ads or to ads overall. You're like, oh, I'm spending money. We need to make money back right now, like today. Like it needs to happen today. So let me just reverse engineer your results. So you spend $500 on ads, you'll get about 100 followers. If you're running lead form ads or VSL funnels or anything like that, and you're only able to spend like $30 to $50 a day, you're running the wrong funnel. There's a time and a place for certain funnels, and truly, you could take follower ads and DM ads, retargeting ads, to $100,000 a month like it's nothing. And then after that, you should probably pivot to a VSL funnel. But that's a different story for a different day. But here's what it looks like. So $500 in ads equals 100 followers at $5 a follower, which on average. 20 of those will lead into messages if you have the right setting framework. 20 of those will hop on, or 7 of those will hop on an intro call, right? You don't want to get people on Zoom calls right away because you're literally going to drop the ball like crazy. Plus your no-show rate is going to be insane. So you need to have a phone call, which is, all this is what we teach our clients, by the way. How to fix their offer, how to run local ads, how to retarget the leads, how to scale up, how to close sales, and sales trainings and all of that. It's literally like a business in a box. And then out of 7 calls, you should get 3 in-person meetings or Zoom calls. We prefer in-person if you're running locally, and then one of those 3 should convert into a $6,000 sale. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. And then you just repeat the process over and over and over again. And guys, these are local ads of my clients actually run. It's a lot easier to scale in your business when you, one, target a 25-mile radius versus the whole entire US. A lot of people run ads and they're like, let me hit every contractor or roofer all in the US. Like, no, dude, go 25-mile radius, go deep into your city and take over. And also have a new offer that they've never heard of. You can't just sell, let me run ads for you. You can't just sell, let me make content for you. You can't sell these basic offers and expect to grow. Those offers have been around for the last decade. You can't sell that. And so Here's what happens. Look at this. Reyes hit 250K a month. Cameron, look at these views. So 600,000 views, 570,000 views. Luke over here with 1 million views. Tracy absolutely crushing it here in West Palm, 417,000 views. And all of those get taken to their Instagram. More local views equals more authority. More authority equals more sales. When you can shake a client's hand, it becomes so much easier to get a sale. And so, momentum mode, this is what it looks like. You want to have top of funnel ads bringing you leads every single day, but you also need to have content that nurtures up those leads because this is a funnel. So basically, leads will come into your account every single day. And then after that, you want to, one, have content that's in front of the face over and over and over again, but two, you want to retarget these leads that are the highest chance of converting. You want to be in front of their face over and over and over again until they buy from you. And so, again, here's the things you need to realize. To summarize this video, one, get out of your own way. When things are going good, go harder. Go harder. It's very easy when things get good and you have a little bit of money in the bank account to be like, just chill out a little bit. And what happens is you come crashing back down and you go up and down, and you play small all of your life. You play small, and I've been there. I know exactly what that's like. And so that's the first thing. Get out of your own way and go harder. Second thing, if you don't think you deserve more in life, if you think that, oh man, my family's not successful, I didn't grow up wealthy, be the one to actually change the family dynamic. I'm the only one in my family that's making millions of dollars. But guess what happens? They start thinking bigger. I could take care of my parents way more. My wife is retired. We live on the water. We do all these cool things. We inspire them. We had everyone come out to Florida and they were like, dude, this is sick. This is possible? You basically start changing the family dynamic. You thinking just because your family played small for generations doesn't mean you need to play small for the next generation. What are you talking about? So change the way you think. And then run ads. Focus on acquisition. Spend 90% of your day calling up leads, going harder on acquisition, making content that's going to convert leads because that's what's going to make you way more money. And if you think that there's any other way to grow to 50K a month other than this, you're sadly mistaken. If you think you're going to go fix some systems and everything's going to click, you're wrong. You're wrong, and I've done that. A lot of my clients have done that. And so you need to scale up ads. You need to dial this in. And the craziest thing is you can start with a very small budget. You can start with $35 a day in the budget, start closing deals within a week and a half. That's the craziest thing. You can literally launch an ad and start waking up to leads tomorrow, and start having sales calls in 2 days, and start closing deals right off the bat. It's that simple. And so, hopefully this video was a little helpful for you. If you liked it, like, subscribe, comment, and if you're actually trying to scale your business and you're like, hey dude, I want to shortcut my process, and I want to cheat code. I want to be around a community of 200 plus agency owners that are doing anywhere from 10K a month to 250K a month, and I need to be around other people, and I want the right systems, the right team, the right one-on-one help. Book in a call down below, and we'll see you on the next one.